Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. And this will be about this coming week's TNA Impact Wrestling. But first, some TNA Impact Wrestling news, if you didn't already know that. And here we go. Hulk Hogan Air Bischoff's Micro Championship Wrestling will finally debut on True TV on September 14th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 9 Central for those that are here in Louisiana. And the series will be reportedly aired for only 6 episodes to start out. The official theme song for TNA's Bound for Glory pay-per-view is Not Again by Stain. And congratulations to Jesse Neal. He announced on Twitter a few nights ago that he and his girlfriend, wrestler Christina Von Eerie, are engaged and will be getting married in Las Vegas. He wrote, quote, "It's official, guys. Me and Christina are engaged. She is the lone love of my life, and we are happier than ever," unquote. One half of the TNA Tag Team Champions, James Storm, wrote on Twitter Tuesday night that he hurt his back at the tapings, and doctors told him that it was a bulging disc. Apparently, Storm was injured during a backstage segment and not a match. So, I wonder how the ratings on the Bound for Glory series is going to be with another injury. Okay, Wrestling Observer is reporting that several TNA stars aren't big fans of working events in Mexico due to the treatment they receive and the reported poor working conditions. It's like going to a middle school and playing wrestling in their gym because you don't get an actual locker room. You have to change in the potty rooms. Okay, while the wrestlers love to perform in front of the hot Mexican crowds, they are said to be unhappy with the conditions of many of the arenas, with reports claiming a lot of them don't have running water. Additionally, security is reportedly not up to par and is much less strict compared to U.S. security. According to the report, Mr. Anderson had no interest returning to Mexico the last time TNA sent talent there, and he was secretly replaced by Scott Steiner. Coming to TNA's video on demand are some details. In the first of their new TNA Archive Superstar series, next week CM Punk is coming to TNA on demand. Yes, if you're not familiar with him, he did first debut in TNA before he came to WWE. And he had blonde hair. And he wrestled in shorts. Check out YouTube videos for him. And I believe his manager was Mickey James back then. She was going under the character of Alexis Lurie. The online video provider of TNA Wrestling watched CM Punk's rare 2003-2004 matches from Nashville Asylum pay-per-view events. The beginning of TNA Wrestling. Nearly 3 hours of matches, never before seen. These bouts from Punk's early career been rebroadcast in their entirety. Until now, watch as CM Punk battles Abyss, Raven, Terry Funk, Sabu, Shane Douglas, and many more. Check back to ImpactWrestling.com on Thursday to watch it. Plus details on more upcoming TNA Archives Superstar Series specials. And Kurt Angle has said again this week, Impact Wrestling tapings, that he never has, on this past week's TNA Impact episode, that he has never beaten Sting going into their world title match at Hardcore Justice. Well, you lied, Kurt Angle. Angle has actually beaten Sting twice. Once October 16, 2007 for the world title, and again on May 27, 2009 on Impact in a King of the Mountain qualifying match. Okay, other news, TMZ reports that TNA has signed reality TV star Jesse Mr. spectacular Goddards to a deal. Here's what they wrote. Former Big Brother star Jesse Goddards, a.k.a. Mr. Spectacular, just signed a deal with TNA Wrestling. TMZ has learned the company is hopeful he'll debut on TV by the end of the year. For those unfamiliar, Goddards was a professional bodybuilder on Big Brothers season 10 and 11. And he has been training to become a professional wrestler ever since leaving the house. According to multiple sources, Jesse has signed a developmental contract with TNA Wrestling that runs through the rest of 2011, and the company hopes to get him on TV in the next few months. If anybody knows what TNA's developmental company is, please let me know, because everybody knows that FCW is WWE's. Okay. TMZ spoke to Jesse, who tells us he's training with TNA wrestler Bully Ray at his facility in Florida ever since signing the deal, and is hopeful he'll get an opportunity to mix it up in the ring with Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle in the near future. And what you've all been waiting for, drum roll please, TNA Impact results for 8-4, brought to you by TNAWrestlingNews.com. Immortal starts off the show. Bully Ray Gunner, Scott Steiner of the Jarretts, Abyss, and Mr. Anderson are in the ring. Ray introduces everyone. There's tension between Anderson and Ray over Anderson's losing last week, being the episode will be next, this coming Thursday, or the week before. Anderson challenges Ray to a match at Hardcore Justice. They go at it, and out comes Fortune for a brawl. Next up, you have Madison Rayne beating Miss Tessmacher by roll-up. Mickie James runs in for the save after the match, but is interrupted by Angelina Love and Winter. And the next matchup was Brother Devon beating AJ Styles with a roll-up in Bound for Glory Series match. And the Pope beat Samoa Joe in a Bound for Glory Series match. Joe is now the only one with still goose egg. Joe actually won the match by submission, but he refused to break the hold, and thus 5 count was disqualified, giving Pope the win. And Hernandez beats James Storm in a street fight with a roll-up of all moves. Next match, Austin Aries beat Alex Shelley in a great match. And we have Rob Van Dam and Crimson beat Scott Steiner and Gunner in a Bound for Glory Series match. RVD got the win for his team, but he's the only one who gets the points, because the only guy who gets points is the guy who pins or gets the guy to submit. RVD versus Crimson for the Bound for Glory Series is announced for Hardcore Justice. Kurt Angle and Sting come out for the main event, Hardcore Justice World Championship title contract signing. Nothing major here, but more talk than we wanted in the main event. Mutual respect between Angle and Sting, and that ends the show. Going into the pay-per-view. So, thanks for listening to my rant and raving and what little wrestling news for TNA. And I will see y'all Monday, or whenever you decide to watch my videos. Thank y'all. God bless you. Have a nice weekend.